Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, children. Welcome to the Spirit Society of Virginia Children's Program in Kardec Radio for Kids. I am Miss Daisy, and I'm here with Miss Luciana, and we have a beautiful class tonight planned for you. A lesson on thinking of the good. Wow, what a great lesson, right, Miss Luciana?
Right, Miss Daisy. I'm so excited to see what it's all about.
Yes, and we need, right? Think how we train ourselves to think of the good, such important, especially during this time. So, friends, before we get started and we learn more, we need to invite Master Jesus to come. So, we need to do our initial prayer. So, let us remember that this is the time for us to connect with our big brother Jesus, to connect with our guardian angels who are with us all the time. So, we ask you how we can do it. So, if you are uh, if you have paper or color pencils or crayons near you, let us put everything down. Let us stop doing anything that we're doing and let us really focus on connecting with God. You can close your eyes if you can. This way, it will help us not be distracted. So, let us pray, dear friends. Dear Master Jesus, dear loving God, thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity to be here together. Although we are connected through the internet, we can feel the presence of one another. We are all interconnected. And tonight we ask you that you can open our hearts to learn how we can choose to think of the good despite the hard situations in our lives, and that we can also help others around us thinking of the good, always looking at the positive in things in life. We also pray, dear Master, for all the children around the world so that they can feel your presence and feel your embrace today and always. And with your permission, we start this lesson of tonight. And so be it. So, Miss Luciana, we will see you very, very soon, okay? Right next after our video. Bye-bye. So, friends, let us now invite Master Jesus and the children to join us because Master Jesus have so much to tell us and the children. So let us see what they have to tell us tonight. We have so much to learn with all of them. And Master Jesus tells us, he welcomes the kids and he says, thank you so much for joining us. And we're so excited to have Master Jesus here. The children are all excited, and we know you are also very excited. And they have a question for Master Jesus because tonight we gonna learn with him. And they say, thank you, Master Jesus, for having us. So let us see, friends, what question we have tonight for our Master Jesus. Our friend says, Master, since you are a great teacher, can you show us how to think the good? How we can think of the good, friends? That's a great question. Master Jesus, we need our help. can you please help us? How can we think of the good? He says, absolutely. So let us see, friends, how Master Jesus can teach us how to think the good. And he explains for the children that we learn to think the good when we choose to see the positive in a situation, even when it might be hard. Okay, so let us really understand what Master Jesus is telling us. He's saying we can choose. So that is the first thing, friends, for us tonight. Did you know that we can choose to see the positive? Yes, it's our choice in every scenario, but it's a practice. We need to practice, we need to stop and look at the situation and think, I will choose to think the good, even though it might be very, very hard. We know there are situations that it might be very, very hard. And Jesus actually, he taught us ourselves how to choose the positive. And our friend is remember, he says, remember, Master Jesus, that when you saw that dead dog with the disciples, did you know, friends, that Master Jesus one day was walking with the disciples and they saw a dog that he was dead. He was already had been called to not be here. He was in the spiritual plane. But Master Jesus has a great educator. He taught us to see the positives, to look at the beautiful things and look at this cute dog. Yes, we will miss it. If it's our dog, we'll miss it so, so very much. But Master Jesus in the situation told the disciples, look, he must have had beautiful teeth. So, even in a situation that it might be very difficult, our pets, our dogs, maybe they were called to be with Jesus in the spirit realm. But then we'll remember how cute they were. Look at their cute ears, their tail with a little dot right there. Yes, we choose to think the good and to think about the wonderful times that we had. So it is a practice, friends, but we would need to remember that we can choose. And then Jesus tell us that that's correct. We can choose to see the positive. It is that's how we learn to think the good. So choosing to see the positive. This is how we train ourselves to learn to think, see the good in every situation. So we have much more to learn and we're going to be able to practice a lot. But before we do that, friends, we will watch a short video and then Ms. Luciana will be back with some great tips for us. And you will also be able to join us along and you will also be able to help us think and see the good. So we'll see you very soon, friends. Bye bye.
Hi, friends. I'm so glad that you can join me today. Today, we're going to be reading A Little Spot of Optimism, which is a story about managing thoughts and growth mindset. It is written and illustrated by Diane Albert. Hi, I'm a little spot of optimism. I'm here to help you learn how to look on the bright side. That phrase is called a figure of speech. It means when you are faced with a disappointing situation, you can focus on the positive instead of the negative. Are there other ways you can explain optimism? How do you stay positive when something bad happens? Great questions. Yes, there are other phrases that relate to optimism, like when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When you apply this to life, it can help you stay positive, even in a sour situation. You have the power to make it more enjoyable. Optimism is all about how you choose to look at a situation. You have the power to look at the glass as half full instead of half empty. That's another figure of speech. It means if you focus on what you have instead of what you don't have, it will help improve your outlook on any situation. When you are able to refocus your thoughts, it is also called shifting your mindset. Your mindset determines how you handle a situation. When you are able to shift your mindset with positive words and actions, it can become easier to persevere in challenging situations. When you do this, you are growing your mindset to be more optimistic. Words are very powerful. The words you tell yourself can determine how you feel about a situation. This type of thinking is also called self-talk. That's why it's so important that you choose words that create positive thoughts. If you choose negative words, then your negative thoughts get too big. When that happens, it can make you feel very sad and can even make you feel sick. I'm going to show you some words that you can use to shift your thoughts from negative to positive. Let's look at the time when you lost your soccer game. You were very sad and disappointed. Instead of letting your self-talk focus on the negative, you could have chosen words that helped you see the positive. Let me show you. To shift a negative thought to a positive thought, you need to be aware of how you talk to yourself. You can take a negative thought, like, I can't do this, and turn it into a positive thought, like, I have to practice. Or a negative thought, like, I made a mistake, into a positive thought, mistakes help me learn. A negative thought, like, this is too hard, into a positive thought, it's just going to take some time and effort to figure it out. Look how these small changes made all the difference. Another trick is to ask yourself these questions. What good can come from this? What can I learn from this? Is there someone who can help me? It's important to make sure you don't put yourself down when things go wrong or are hard. Use words that help you succeed, like, if I study, I will be able to get a better grade next time. It's okay to feel discouraged, but understand that this feeling is only temporary and it won't last forever. Use words that help you persevere, like, if I keep practicing, I will get this. Positive actions can also create positive thoughts. Did you know when you grow your confidence spot, your optimism spot grows too? Every morning, wake up and tell yourself an optimistic affirmation. Repeat after me. Today will be great. Challenges will make me grow. Things may not be perfect, but deep down, I know I have the power to create positive thoughts by growing my confidence and optimism spots. Be grateful for the things you might take for granted. Try to think about all the good things you notice throughout the day. Write them down. Bring positivity into someone else's life. Offer words of encouragement when they are experiencing a hard time. I will never be good at soccer. Sure you will. Do you want to practice with me? When you encounter a challenge, focus on the positive, even if it seems unimportant. Well, I learned stacking blocks this way makes it too wobbly. After something good happens, give yourself credit. Think about how you made that outcome successful. Think about all your strengths that helped you succeed. I'm glad I had the perseverance to keep trying to make the tower stable. Look at failure as an opportunity. When something doesn't go as planned, always ask yourself, what can I do differently next time? Why did that happen? This is a great opportunity to learn a new way to do something. I need to keep trying. I will figure this out. I hope you had a chance to see some ways to look on the bright side. Remember, optimism takes practice, but ultimately you have the power to choose to have a growth mindset. The end. I really hope you enjoyed today's reading, friends. Please like, share, and subscribe.
So, dear friends, what a beautiful book for us to read and help us out to figure out about the thinking positive, right? So, our friends are here to help us to recap. So, this book, this time on the passage, was teaching us about negative thoughts, right? Throughout the day, we think about something that is not very positive. But with this chapter, with this time, we are learning how to switch. So remember, if something not very positive, negative, or more or less come into mind, now we have the tools to how to change and transform our thoughts, right? We always need to change negative to positive. And we will see throughout the day a lot of things going on in our house, and we can see on the Skype or the Zoom meetings when we see our friends sometimes not doing the right things, and instead of we thinking about something negative, we need to see what is positive in the situation. But now, because we're being at home because of the pandemic, we can observe a lot of things going on in our house, right? So we can see that there is mess, there's stuff that we need to be changing. We need to see the good in all of this and help out the vibratory field of our homes, right? Always thinking about something that can be positive. Even if we lose the soccer game, if it don't go well in the school, we just need to say, I can do this, I can study more, and I'll be able to do. Because as she read to us, if I think I cannot do something, we need to think in the other way. Yes, I can. By practicing this new thing that I don't know, I will be better. So we always practice. And sometimes we made a mistake and we don't like to make mistakes, right? And anyway, it's a negative, but we need to think about that we can make mistakes. And with those mistakes, I will learn something from that and change. So next time when things comes to us and we are about to do the same mistake, we think the positive and say, "Oh, I remember that time that I changed how I was thinking and I was able to do the right thing." And mentioning practice, it makes everything good, right? So if we are doing something that is not very right, that is not positive, we need to practice in doing the right thing, practicing in changing our thoughts, practicing in seeing the good. So practice, practice, practice will help us through our lives, in our house, when we go back to school, and everywhere we need to practice seeing the good in everything. We can see the nature, right? Sometimes it's a rainy day, and for somebody, these rainy days is negative, but let us focus in the good that the rain brings to us, right? It helps the plants, it helps all these flowers to blossom when the sun comes. So we need to see the good thing in the things that we think is not very good. So let us use our imagination. Let us use all this teaching that we are receiving so we can see and do and put in practice these positive thoughts that we are learning today together. And friends, now is your turn. This year, this chapter, this lesson today, it is different because we're gonna ask you to see if you can help us to find the good in this position, in these pictures that we will show you. Please write it to us, right? Write it to us right here in the chat if you can see something positive about this picture. Friends, I see that Virginia is here and I don't know who else is there, but can you please write on the chat what you can see positive about these little cute piglets here playing around with paint? Let us think together. Hmm, they are so cute. And look, they are playing in this light piece of rag. That looks like that can be a tie-dye shirt. That can become an art. So the piglets can be doing a piece of art. What about you? What can you tell me? What's something positive you can see on this picture? Anyone? Okay, so this can be a piece of art, a tie-dye shirt. I think it will be beautiful after this piglets makes this cute little mess in this t-shirt or in this piece of rag. They are very cute. We have an answer. Oh, and what about this little girl, this little baby here went to their cabinets full of flour, sugar, all the things from the kitchen. Look at that. It looks very messy, right? But we can see that we can go to the negative, but let us focus and see something positive in this image. Do you see something positive in this picture? Let us think together. What is positive about this picture of this baby going in the cabinet? Anyone? I can see something very positive in this picture. We can see that this baby is so brave and curious and wanting to learn from their parents that goes in the cabinet and get things from there and transform into food to everyone in the family to eat. So this baby is trying to see and do something good. He's trying to help the mother, the whole family by here it is by baking something. He wants to learn how to bake a bread, a cake, something to help the whole family. So think about of something positive about this picture. And we have one more picture for us to think about. Most of our families has dogs in the house, pets, or some animals, right? That we love to have around us in the house. But look at this dog. Look how cute this dog is. But look what happened. Look at around. Can you see something positive about the picture of the dog with the shoes? And I think it looks like a piece of paper. Let us think about something positive about the dog. Anyone has a insight, has some feedback to tell us? Virginia? Oh, he makes us smile. That's right. Look at how cute. And look, this beautiful picture, we might think something really, really not positive, but the positive thing on this picture is that this dog is calling for our attention. He wants love. He wants to be cuddled. So he look at us and see, look at all this. I want you to see me right here. So the dog is trying to call us out for love. So love is good. So we share this love. We do all the good things to help us in this family and see positive. But we won't stop here, friends. We will continue. And for the family hard work this week, we have select 7 different pictures in order for you to look each day in one of the picture and find something positive on these pictures. So for each day of the week, children and parents are invited to find something positive in one of those pictures. So we have 4 here, and we have 3 more here to complete the whole week. So write it to us. Think about it. What do you see that is positive in this picture? And you can also think about something that is different than here, but share with us. Okay? Think about this week, about all these beautiful pictures, and see the positive in each one of them, and share with us. Share with us at the info ssvirginia.org. You can ask your parents to help you to share, or you can ask uh, your mom or someone to really get in contact with us and show what you thought about it of the picture, or if you create something or some situation in which you could see the positive in something that wasn't very positive at first look. So we'll be looking to receive all these beautiful thoughts that you have about sharing and seeing the good thoughts. So, dear friends, right now, as we wrap up, we are going to play the final prayer. And don't forget that in every situation, there's always a bright side. There's always something good for us to learn and to see. Because throughout the day, God presents us with different situations, and we need to make this effort to see the positive in everything and be positive, be happy, be optimist, always seeing the bright side of everyone and everything. So, together now, we come to a close with Master Jesus. Miss Daisy is here too, and we are all gonna pray together. So let us put everything down and close our eyes and say thank you to Master Jesus and all the teachers of the spiritual realm that was able to come here tonight, today, to help us to learn a little bit more how to think about the good, think positive. Thank you, mentors, for teaching us to see that every situation we can choose to do the good, to see the good, to be positive. We learn a lot throughout this session, and we will ask for us to see the good in this planet, see the good in our home, and we can see the good and be positive throughout this week. And with the permission of the mentors, with the permission of Master Jesus, we would like to close this session of today. And so be it. So, bye, friends. Don't forget to take the pictures of today's lesson and do your exercise in seeing the positive things in every picture and share with us. Bye, friends.